You are guilty, Mr. Swift. Killing Theodore Gilded was a testing challenge. You succeeded.
What makes you think I'm somehow involved in Gilded's death? My partner's death, I might remind you.
You were there when Theodore Gilded died.
Nonsense. I visited him many times, but I wasn't there when the elephant killed him.
Then I must have made a mistake, because the murderer met Goliath's rage personally. The perpetrator was hit by the gate and thrown into the shed. Your bruise matches the contour of the broken hole. One further detail is that the murderer had a bosun's knife, fairly useful in a place where one might cut ropes and fabric, such as, I don't know, the dig site?
That's your interpretation of the facts, Mr. Holmes. You've simply aligned them to suit your hypothesis.
It's not a hypothesis once proven, it's theory, Mr. Swift. Your dart uses strychnine to kill rodents at the site, is that correct?
Well, yes, that is its purpose.
The same dart with strychnine was found on Goliath. The very same substance is a powerful stimulant. It causes convulsions, a flow of energy. You shot Goliath. The elephant became extremely energetic, agitated, and so terrified that it killed its owner. For a man of your age, it was easier to hit a larger grey target than a small man.
You said it yourself. Goliath killed Theodore, and your strychnine speculations are absurd. Only athletes use it as a stimulant, not elephants.
True, but one dart of strychnine would not be enough to kill the elephant, and you knew it. Let me tell you a story. A man spends almost 5 years of his life locating an artifact. He puts every ounce of energy and money into his research. The same man even goes so far as to sign a contract with a ruthless man, a businessman. It was a risk, but the reward would be worth it. Years go by, and there's still no result, so the businessman decides to end the man's research. He spits on the research, he promises to bury the site under an eccentric project. All of this is just his whim. Theodore Gilded could do anything he wanted with this place, and you were anxious about the fate of your research. You wished to protect it. You tried to tame Gilded's eccentricity, but you killed him instead.
Theodore wasn't trying to sabotage my career. We had a disagreement, but it wasn't as dire as you describe it. He wasn't a pleasure to talk to, but killing him? Nonsense.
Theodore Gilded was a ruthless man. A slave of his own impulses. He hurt everyone around him, including his own daughter and pet. So you had to kill him. You considered every possibility, and the most feasible was to get rid of the biggest bully on the island. You felt neither pride nor pleasure, and you won't repeat your crime thanks to your non-impulsive nature. I do not believe you should be in prison.
I knew you'd come to your senses. It was never mine.
But you should abandon your research and flee. That is your punishment.
But, young man, I'm begging you. My hands were already on the tomb. I can't.
Of course you can, otherwise your next exhibition will be inside a cold cell.
This is an extremely difficult situation. But I see I have no choice.
Oh, spare the self-pity. Think of Goliath. It is innocent, but it will be executed as the authorities need a guilty party. Leave Cordona.